Hey guys, this is Manifesting Better and I'm back with another video and another topic that needs to be addressed. I also have an Instagram account, the link for that is in the description box below. Coaching is also available, the link for that too is in the description box below. So by the time this video gets out, I'm pretty positive I will reach 50,000 subscribers, followers on Instagram. So I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for supporting me there. And I would just like to thank each and every one of you for helping me reach to that number. It really means a lot. Now, the topic for today's video is transition period or purge. What does it mean when people talk about it being like their manifestation being in a transition period, and when they talk about that, oh, it's purging, the old thoughts are purging, what does it mean? The conventional meaning that the society in the community, the manifesting community, the conventional meaning that they have provided to the purge is that when we start manifesting something, when we start manifesting anything, a person, a job, a car, money, whatever it is, and then for some time when the opposite things happen, so from the time we start and by the time we get our manifestation, in the middle part, when something opposite happens or when something that we fear happens, and then or something that we don't like, the exact opposite of what we wanted happens, people call it the purge. By the purge they mean that our old assumptions, our old beliefs, our old thoughts are purging out, which means that they are coming out one last time so that the new reality, the new self-concept, the new assumptions can take place. I have been getting requests on this topic for a long time, but I didn't make a video about it for a reason. Now let me explain what it does and why a video about this topic can be very contradicting and can be very self-harmful. What you need to realize is that yes, to an extent, purges are true, definitely are true. When we manifest something, when we start manifesting something, yes, I have seen that in my manifestations that purges do happen. The opposite does come about. We do see things that are there that we don't like and which are the opposite of what we want, and they are sometimes, a lot of times, our old assumptions, our old beliefs, our old self-concept coming out. But what it can easily become, and why have I tried to not make a video about it, is what it can easily become is a way to validate our own indiscipline, a way to validate our own lack, and a way to validate our own desperation. So what happens is, many a times we start getting into this place of manifesting something, we do some processes for some days, we try changing ourselves, we stick to something for a little bit of time, and then we see something opposite. And because this term purge or this term transition period has been talked about a lot, what happens is that we dwell into it and we let go of our new self-concept, we dwell into our lack, we act from fear, we act from desperation, and when we keep seeing the same of that opposite, we keep calling it the purge again and again. So what it does is that because it validates our own indiscipline, we keep doing same things and we keep manifesting more of that, and then we keep calling it a purge. So because as humans, sometimes taking responsibility is very overwhelming and taking responsibility is fearful, we try to not take responsibility as much as we can. So when someone pushes this responsibility on our face, and when we have to take responsibility of what is happening outside, this is what we often do. We validate our bad behavior, we don't persist, we chase, we are dwelling into lack, we are not handling our resistance, we are not handling our triggers, we are not going at it in a healthy manner, and we keep seeing the opposite and we keep calling it the purge. No, it's not the purge, it's your state being reflected outwards again and again and again and again. And that's why you will see people whose purges are going on for months and months. It's not how it goes. Purges are usually very small that I have seen. Purges are usually very small. They can be long, but not so long that it has been months and months and years and you are going into the same direction. That is not a purge. That is your mind and your state reflecting outwards. A purge, what it actually is a certain set of events that is a little bit contradictory to what we want. And it does show up. I'm not saying that its existence is not true. All I'm saying is that it's not as long as we say it is. Another reason why I don't like to, I did not want to make a video about it, but I thought that getting this to you guys was very important, is that when we manifest something, and like when we start manifesting something and a little bit of something opposite happens, when we give it a meaning that this is a purge, unconsciously sometimes what happens is that every time something a little bit contradictory to what we want happens, we keep saying it's a purge, it's a purge, it's a purge. Even though we are in a good state, by constantly labeling it a purge, we keep manifesting more of that purge rather than the end result, because our focus is now on that purge. Our focus is not on the manifestation and on the end result. Right. This is why my recommendation is that yes, purges do exist. And yes, it's good to know that you are in a purge sometimes, because the physical world, the reflection can be a little bit overwhelming. But then again, it's also very important to not dwell there, not make it an outlet to validate your bad behavior and indiscipline, and not keep constantly focusing on it so that it keeps growing. Instead, look at resistance as something that is here to try to teach you something. Look at resistance as something that is here to try to tell you more about yourself. Look at resistance as something that is trying to tell you what more you can work on in order to get this. So think about it in this manner, that when I start manifesting something, everything, even the opposite thoughts, are here to teach me what more I can do in order to be in more alignment with it. So resistance is helpful when you use it for what it is meant to be. Opposite thoughts, opposite reflections and everything is helpful when you take it and use it as what it is meant to be. And when you stop indulging into it as a matter of purge and start using it as a matter of growth. This is it for this video. Any video recommendations that you guys have, please put it down on the comments. And yeah, looking forward to the next one.